there's a cat who got really sick and tired of paying a huge amount of money for medical bills for things that, you know, when there's an X-ray
like
machine.
when you say a cat, you don't mean like feline cat. You mean
Homo sapien, you crazy?
Thank you. You guys don't know how to talk yet? Please
He's a
respect
fucking
my-
jazz musician. Come on, you cool cat.
No.
Hey, there's a cat, right?
It's cool cat.
You guys get it. I should get one of those hats, huh? Like one of those, like, what the fuck is it called?
I think you can pull it off.
Here, but it's like, you know, it's like that.
Oh, Dr. Cat?
There's no bill. Yeah, the sick, sick hat.
You should get a zoot suit.
I'll probably get a zoot suit. Yeah, I gotta get a Balenciaga outfit first.
We all should get zoot suits, huh?
Yeah, we're down.
After Balenciaga outfits.
Yeah, Balenciaga first,
Oh.
and then yeah.
Balenciaga's expensive.
Yeah, it is. But then
Worth the investment, though.
You're wearing your wealth. It's really smart. Okay, so this one cat, he's yeah. Okay, so this guy, he got a $60,000 bill for just getting an X-ray.
That's fucked.
So he's like, you know what? Fuck this shit. I'm gonna build an X-ray machine.
60,000 for X-ray?
That's nuts.
$60,000 for an X-ray.
Holy smackaroonies.
Yeah.
I should just get insurance, I think.
Yeah, probably right.
But then that means still like
That's the solution.
premium. You still gotta pay like 10 grand or something.
Dude, $60,000.
Well, that wasn't the only part of it, right? There was a bunch of. So he
Was
went.
he getting scanned every part of his body?
So he went to the hospital, and like part of his visit required X-rays, and yeah, he got a $69,210 invoice. That's pretty funny too, 69. But then
Nice.
always nice. So then he says that because of their health insurance, he only has to pay like $2,500. But this experience made him go, well, wait, couldn't I build a fucking X-ray machine? Because a lot of these X-ray machines, they're just sitting there, right? And then because the hospital purchased them, like for the full amount, we all get paid like a certain amount of that full amount, because it's just chilling there and it costs a lot of money to get there, right?
They could just make a photo booth X-ray machine.
It's genius.
Oh, that's smart.
That's not what he did.
Twofer.
Okay.
But he built his own, right? Using a $400 60,000 volt power supply. He got a $155 X-ray vacuum tube that he removed from a discarded dental X-ray head, multiple Geiger counters, and a giant roll of lead sheet metal. And then he made a video of him. I can't play it obviously because of all the bullshit with YouTube stuff, but he constructs a functional machine with minimal risk of radiation poisoning or electrocution. Minimal risk.
Wow.
Yeah, I was gonna say that because don't you need like those fucking lead vests so you don't get your nuts?
He's got the lead sheet, right?
Lead sheet.
Yeah, so you build like a lead thing to protect his nuts from getting zapped.
Don't you even need a permit to like mess with this stuff? Because it's
Yeah, you need to be a what is it called? Like a radio tech, right?
It's a free market nowadays.
Radiologist.
It's
tech.
radioactive, man.
Radiologist.
Former employee Radio Shack.
Those are radiologists. Yeah, that's correct.
But you need a radio shack.
radio shackologist.
If you don't watch this show to get critical information, you're an idiot. So yeah, he through trial and error, he like jerry-rigged this X-ray machine, and it works.
That's pretty tight.
You know what I'm saying?
But he still had to pay a lot of money for it.
Well, yeah, but his idea was to showcase how barbaric our healthcare system is. That like they fucking nickel and dime me like that, and then
They're fucking us.
I do like that he's able to get an X-ray, and then now he's like, I don't know what's wrong though.
What if I need a doctor?
Like, it's a nice rib cage, but I don't know.
Is that where the pancreas is?
What happens is gonna turn out he needed an MRI.
He need a CT scan.
He spends all that time and money building the X-ray machine, but he doesn't solve his health issue.
Yeah. They're like, it's a tissue issue. Tissue issue?
you just post it on Reddit. You're like, hey Reddit, what do you think's wrong with my hand?
Yeah. Right.
Or Quora, probably Quora.
Quora. But you gotta pay to play on that. You gotta pay to play. Yeah, dude.
You have to like.
Is that the health, internet health?
questions. Just general questions about anything.
What about WebMD? Don't they have doctors commenting and shit?
Oh, dude,
You
doctors
just
love
submit your own
WebMD.
X-ray and WebMD. This is my X-ray. What's wrong with you?
Yeah, what's wrong?
So like COVID-19 probably. That's what they'll say.
If doctors like anything, it's WebMD.
Yeah.
My sister's a vet, and people will WebMD shit and like tell her about like, hey, maybe you don't have to do all this because I saw on WebMD, and she's just like, oh my fucking God.
Those people always think like, oh, I'm gonna help the doctor out.
Yep.
Like I did my own research. Let me tell you.
Have you guys ever seen a virtual doctor? Because you don't have those apps now.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So Taika had like a seizure scare like a month ago, and then we needed checkups, but then we didn't know what was going on. So we're like, fuck, we need to see someone now, but it was like after hours, so we found one of those apps, and then so we were able to get like a doctor to come on to FaceTime. I'm this is sick.
Crazy.
And then this bitch was fucking falling asleep while she was talking to me.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so these are the symptoms that we've been seeing. She's like, oh really? Okay. And then we're like,
She's like, can you say the?
and then me and Joe looking at each other like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, I think we just need to see someone in person. This is crazy.
She tried to pass it off. She's like, so is that how the seizure looked? Like,
Was it more like this? Or was it more like...
or was it like?
Watch for 10 minutes and then tell me. Watch for 10 minutes.
Or was it more like?
Play a gentle sound in 10 minutes so that I can.
Was it more like?
I wish you screen recorded that shit and just made a social post. That's fucking funny.
She's like, let me turn on my fan real quick. And she's like, oh yeah, okay. Was it like this?
She puts a neck pillow on. And she puts seminar that said make money while you sleep. So she found a genius idea.
Passive income as a doctor.
Passive income,
We're
baby.
gonna question her. She's the expert.
Yeah.
She's like, we have to figure out exactly how the seizure looked.
And then at the end of the call, she was like, you need a specialist.
You're like, oh yeah.
Oh my God. And I'm like, all right, thank you.
You need
We fucking know that!
you should go see an awake doctor.
I like the way.
I'm a sleep doctor.
It's a sleep specialist.
Oh, that's good.
Sleep demonstrator. I'm not really a doctor.
The demonstrator.
My dad has done x-rays for his whole life. And he constantly fucks with patients all the time.
He's a radio shackologist?
Yeah, he's a radio shackologist. So he's like, but he's Filipino, and the hospital he works at, all my uncles are the staff. So they just constantly fuck with everybody.
They're just trolling.
It's like a comedy hospital.
How do you fuck with them?
No, like someone will come in, and like days where I would be there too, they're just like, watch this. Like there'll be a guy who comes in with something's wrong with him. They'll do the x-ray, and then they'll just like come up to him, and they'll just say, yeah, it looks like, yeah, judging by this, you're gonna have to get circumcised.
That's solid.
That's hilarious.
Or they'll be like, we're gonna have to take the whole arm off. The whole arm's gonna have to come off. And like, oh, it's for my leg. They'll just constantly just say all these shits to everybody. They'll do it to me and my friends too.
Does it make them feel, does it make the patient feel better?
It actually does. It like brings more light to it.
Yeah, it's like lighthearted. Right?
Yeah, it is.
They're like, you ready for your sex change now?
That's a good one.
It's a really good one.
Yeah, they just constantly do that shit. But then they also do extra fucked up things too. When I was, I had to do community service.
Different category.
I had to do community service at this hospital. Well, not at this hospital. I had to do it at any hospital. So then I was like, okay, let me do it here where my dad and my uncles work because it'll probably be really fun. But they were like just like hazing me. They would be like, they go, hey, take this chart to this patient and just have them sign it. Okay, cool. They're all like, why are they all fucking snickering? Okay, I go in there. It's a fucking dead motorcycle victim.
Oh my god.
And they're all laughing. They're like, did you get the signature? Like,
Whoa.
Hospital people have such a different level of humor.
it's a dark
because they
fucking humor,
see
bro.
death every fucking day.
yeah, it's dark fucking
So
humor.
for them, it's like, eh.
And they low-key have to make jokes about it so they don't go fucking crazy.
That makes sense.
Making jokes about death is never okay, dude. Never.
Sorry, Steve.
You should take it seriously. What about the families?
What
Nick?
about the families?
Families are all cracking up too. That was a good joke. That was a good one.
Families got like their fucking grandpa like laying on a table, they're eating sushi off of them.
Holy shit. We always wanted to do this.
The sushi's fresher than the guy we're eating off of.
They're like, best thing, he didn't like sushi.
He hated it. He was
The
allergic.
bitch hated it. Dude, hated it.
Bitch hated it. Have you guys ever been to a? I feel like this is more your guys' kind of field. Have you guys ever been to a party where somebody was carted out and there was sushi on top?
I have.
Really?
Yeah.
What was it like?
It was interesting.
Did you eat from it?
I did because it's kind of like when I was at a this concert recently I was telling you guys about outside, and there was a mosh pit, and I was like, I gotta go in real quick.
Yeah. Just check it out.
Just do it. Just do it to say I did it.
Yeah.
But it was really weird.
Did you get the piece off his dick?
I did not. It was a chick.
What was between the ass cheeks? What they put in there?
But a chick can have a dick. So yeah. So it's a good question. Great question.
Chicks can have
I'm
dicks.
such a sushi snob that I always judge it. I'm just like, that's not sushi, and I walk away. I'm like that.
Anything.
I'm like, how dare
He goes
you?
to hamburgers. That's not sushi.
He goes to Hero Dreams of Sushi. He's like, that's not fucking sushi.
Don't people say that it's kind of overrated?
Dude, my mom was cracking up. So I was like, once when we saw that documentary, I was like, Mom, you know Jiro? He has a fucking spot in the train station. And she goes, yeah, everyone knows him. And I'm like, what do you don't sound excited? Like, let's go book a place. And she goes, there's way better fucking spots than him. And I'm like, what do you mean? She goes, the new shit is his son. That's where you gotta go.
And it's just his body, naked body.
Apparently, everybody's his son with the naked sushi. It's like,
the
fuck
only
that old guy.
My dad makes it, but I put it right here.
New school. Dad, your restaurant's too old school, man. We gotta spice it up.
Apparently, everyone there, they're always trying to find a new stuff. Because it's like, why would you want traditional? It's like you grew up with it, you're bored of it.
Yeah.
So then everyone wants the new school stuff. It's just foreigners coming in and saying, I want the old stuff.
Jiro's considered like more traditional, and then they already have new.
Traditional, boring, and not the best of the best. Apparently, it's just very hyped up from, but I mean, it's all subjective, there's no truth to it. But my mom was like, yeah, if you want to go, you got to go to his son's place. He's doing some cutting edge stuff. And then you got to go to all these new guys who's like mixing French shit. And it's so funny because like the locals there are like always trying to see like, oh, this guy went to Europe and he developed this technique and he brought it back.
Oh, yeah.
And then everybody outside are like, no, we have to stay pure. We got to get the traditional shit. It's pretty funny.